Hello students, I hope you all are doing well, and today we are going to discuss the next two properties of metals, the chemical properties which we were discussing. As earlier we have already discussed how does metal reacts with water, how does a metal reacts with oxygen. So today we are going to discuss the another two properties of the metals. So quickly let's check what are these properties. So we are studying about metals and non-metals, and the first property we say the reaction of metals with acids. So here we are talking about how do the metals reacts with acids. So we say whenever a metal it reacts with a dilute acid, whenever a metal it reacts with dilute acids, it will always give us a salt plus hydrogen gas. You can see this arrow which I have pointed upwards. This gives us the impression of the gas, that there is a gas which is produced. So always we say whenever any metal it reacts with any of the dilute acids, they will give us the salt plus hydrogen gas. I have taken few examples for you, as if I have taken the metal zinc. Zinc when reacts with hydrochloric acid, it gives us zinc chloride ZnCl2 plus there is a release of hydrogen gas. And if we want to identify that this is a gas which is coming up, hydrogen, I am sure you all remember the hydrogen test we have done, which says whenever a burning splinter is brought near to this gas which is liberated, it will burn with a pop-up sound. So with this, we can identify that this gas coming out is hydrogen. So again, reiterating, zinc plus 2HCl gives us zinc chloride, that is ZnCl2 plus hydrogen gas. Another example I've taken, which says magnesium when reacts with another acid, which is H2SO4, sulfuric acid. So when we react magnesium with sulfuric acid, again, there is a salt which is formed, that is magnesium sulfate MgSO4 plus hydrogen gas. Again, there is a release of hydrogen gas. Now we have discussed about these two. Third reaction, let's see, which is aluminium. Aluminium reacting with HNO3. This is nitric acid. Aluminium when reacts with nitric acid, and surprisingly I have written no reaction. There is no reaction when aluminium reacts with nitric acid. Now, you must be confused that why there is no reaction with nitric acid. I would like to tell you that with this nitric acid, the hydrogen gas is not evolved with this nitric acid. Reason being, this is a very strong oxidizing agent. This HNO3, when we talk about this HNO3 is a very strong oxidizing agent. So ideally it oxidizes the element which has been reacting with it, and hence there is no reaction. There are only exceptional elements, is magnesium or manganese. There are only two elements, or rather two metals, that is magnesium or manganese, which will react with nitric acid and they form magnesium nitrate plus hydrogen gas. So rest of the metals, they will not react with nitric acid, being nitric acid a very strong oxidizing agent. So only magnesium and manganese, these are the two metals which react with this nitric acid, and they give us magnesium nitrate or manganese nitrate plus hydrogen gas. So quickly we'll take a view of these reactions once again, which says metals with acids. Metal whenever react with dilute acid, it gives salt plus hydrogen gas. We've taken the example, zinc plus hydrochloric acid gives zinc chloride plus hydrogen. Magnesium plus sulfuric acid gives us magnesium sulfate plus hydrogen gas. Aluminium plus nitric acid, no reaction. Manganese or magnesium when reacts with nitric acid, again it gives us magnesium nitrate plus hydrogen gas. Moving on to the next reaction, it says reaction of metals with solution of other metal salts. Now what if we are reacting a metal with another solution of a metal salt? What will happen now? I hope you remember the displacement reaction which we have done previously. So it's a type of the same displacement reaction, which is metal A when reacts with a salt of metal B. So metal A when reacts with a salt of metal B, it gives us the salt of metal A plus the metal B, depending upon the reactivity series. I'm sure you remember the reactivity series we have done in chapter 1. I told you about the reactivity series there also. So it is on the basis of the reactivity series, the salt of metal A plus metal B is produced. Taking an example of copper with silver nitrate, that gives us copper nitrate plus silver, right? So I hope this is clear to all of you. This type of reaction is called a displacement reaction, right? This is a displacement reaction where metal A has displaced metal B here in the salt, and it has become the salt of metal A plus metal B, right? So these reactions of metals like zinc, magnesium, iron, etc. with dilute acids to evolve hydrogen gas. They're also the example of displacement reaction. They are all the example of displacement reaction, wherein a reactive metal, here if I say a reactive metal, that is copper and silver, when copper and silver are reacting, being copper more reactive than silver, right, because copper is more reactive than silver. So we say copper has displaced the silver. It has taken the position of silver and it has removed silver here alone. So this is a kind of a displacement reaction which we have discussed, right? So I hope these two reactions are totally clear to all of you. Reaction of metals with acids plus reaction of metals with solution of other metal salts. Okay students, so we are moving on to the next topic which says aqua regia. Now we need to find out what is aqua regia. It is also called as royal water. So when I say aqua regia, it is a concentrated solution of HCl and HNO3. So it's a concentrated solution of hydrochloric acid and nitric acid, and we have to pay attention that the ratio is fixed, that is 3:1. That means 3 parts of HCl and 1 part of concentrated nitric acid, when they are mixed together, they form aqua regia, which is royal water. And if I see the properties, it is highly corrosive in nature and it is used to dissolve the metals like gold and silver. So it is such strong that it is a freshly prepared mixture of concentrated nitric acid and hydrochloric acid in the ratio 3:1, and it is such strong that it can even dissolve gold and silver. इतना ज़्यादा corrosive है ये nature में कि ये metals like gold और silver को अपने अंदर dissolve कर लेता है. Even though neither of these acids can do so alone. ये दोनों के दोनों acid, चाहे हम HCl को कहते हैं strong acid है, HNO3 को भी हम कहते हैं कि strong acid है. दोनों एसिड्स बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग हैं, लेकिन फिर भी इनके अंदर ऐसी प्रॉपर्टी नहीं है कि ये मेटल्स को भी अपने अंदर डिसॉल्व कर लें. लेकिन एक्वा रीजिया जो इन दोनों का कॉम्बिनेशन है विद इन द रेशियो 3:1, ये इतना स्ट्रॉन्ग है कि ये मेटल्स को भी अपने अंदर डिसॉल्व कर लेता है. तो इट इज़ यूज टू डिसॉल्व सिल्वर, गोल्ड एटसेट्रा, एंड इट इज़ ऑल्सो डिसॉल्विंग प्लैटिनम. ये गोल्ड सिल्वर के साथ साथ प्लैटिनम को भी डिसॉल्व कर सकता है. So this is clear about aqua regia. I'll say it is a very important topic, this aqua regia. It's a very important topic. So I'm sure you all will go through it in detail. That is simple, which says the concentration of concentrated hydrochloric acid and concentrated nitric acid, and they're combined in the ratio of 3:1. Next we move on to reactivity series. We have done it in chapter 1, but still I like to go ahead for this reactivity series once again. Here, because we are talking about the metals and non-metals, so we should be aware about the reactivity series. So reactivity series, I have made the series which are there, the arrangement of metals and non-metals, basically the arrangement of metals in the decreasing order. So this is all in the decreasing order. So I've written all these in the decreasing order. ये आपके decreasing order में सारे elements के नाम हैं, which says potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, tin, lead, hydrogen. Then we have copper, mercury, silver, gold. In some books you will find platinum also mentioned after gold. I have taken it till gold. So this is the reactivity series. So let's quickly understand what is the definition of reactivity series. When I say definition of reactivity series, it says it is the list of metals arranged in the order of their decreasing activity. You can see here I have mentioned decreasing activity, decreasing order. So gold is the least reactive, and since potassium is on the number 1 top, so that is the most reactive element. So these metals, they are arranged in the decreasing order of their reactivity series, and thus this particular series where the metals are placed, they are called reactivity series. The metals which are placed above hydrogen, if you see, there are certain metals like potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, tin, lead, etc. They are all placed above hydrogen, so they are all reactive, more reactive than hydrogen. Then all these metals which are placed below the hydrogen, that is copper, mercury, silver and gold, they are basically the less reactive elements than hydrogen. Right. Now, I'm sure you must be surprised that why hydrogen is there. Hydrogen, we all know it is a non-metal, but still it is kept in the reactivity series. Now, what is the reason behind that hydrogen, irrespective of the fact that it is a non-metal, it is still kept under the series of reactivity of metals? We say it is kept just because of its electropositive nature, because hydrogen also have the electropositive nature. That is the reason it is kept under the reactivity series. Now we need to learn this reactivity series because it is very, very important. Without the reactivity series, we will say the displacement reactions, we will not be able to solve the displacement reactions, because unless and until we will be aware that which particular element is more reactive, we will not be in a situation to check whether the particular metal will displace the other metal salt or no. So in order to learn it, I have made this kind of a arrangement for you, which will be very, very easier for you, wherein you can learn. We say कालू नाम का माली. If you see, K is potassium, potassium के साथ मैंने कालू कहा. नाम, that is Na, sodium, so कालू नाम का, Ca से, calcium से का, magnesium से माली, aluminium का Al, so I have taken Alu, that is आलू, zinc का ज़रा, फीके से, Fe is फीके, Fe iron, से, Sn से मैंने से उठाया, tin से, Pb, Pb is पर, पकाता, हाइड्रोजन को मैंने कहा है, तो मैंने एक लाइन याद कर ली, कालू नाम का माली, आलू ज़रा फीके से पकाता है. और नीचे चले तो वी सेट कॉपर मर्करी सिल्वर एंड गोल्ड. वी सेट कौन है आगे आओ, कौन है आगे आओ. तो अगर हमने ये दो छोटी सी लाइंस याद कर ली तो हमारे को पूरी रिएक्टिविटी सीरीज लर्न हो जाएगी. वैसे कालू नाम का माली आलू ज़रा फीके से पकाता है, कौन है आगे आओ. And we learned this reactivity series: potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, tin, lead, hydrogen, copper, mercury, silver, and gold. I hope you like the method. You liked it, how easily I have made it for you to learn this reactivity series. Go through with this reactivity series, learn it thoroughly, and we'll meet you in the next class. Thank you and goodbye.